What's going on, YouTube family? This is the Modern Man Experience. Back at y'all with another video. This one right here gonna be from Cosmic Verse. We're gonna be talking about best of women begging men to chase them again. But y'all know it ain't happening, fellas, because women chose the bear. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
And we do not.
The media loves to make it seem like if you're single in your 30s, you're gonna just die this cat lady.
Being 26, divorced, living in Utah where everyone my age is married and has 3 kids.
Women are mostly the ones leaving their marriages just to come struggling in the dating scene.
Hot take, but I am a single 40-year-old woman. I have not been on a date in almost a year.
Okay, folks, why dating at 50 sucks?
How do you date when you're almost 50? You just don't date. You date yourself.
Okay, so can you date somebody?
This is nothing more than just time catching up to them, consequences for their actions. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
This might upset a lot of people, but I am on the dating apps again, and you know what I've discovered? Men are not afraid of divorce.
I think I generally felt very invisible before.
So after 10 months, I'm back out on the online dating app scene here in
dating over 50. I'm going to tell you how you're going to get a guy to approach you out in the wild.
Okay, I just have to say this, but dating in 2023
It turns out I actually may be the problem.
I agree.
I don't know who all is in the dating world like me. Here I sit in a car being stood up again for like the 3rd time in the past couple of weeks. It's hard. So why? So why make plans? Why lead someone on? Why be just don't do it. If you don't have the balls to go out with somebody, then don't make plans with them. Because it's a move. Like, be a stand-up man and don't be selfish. Don't just think of yourself. Think of somebody else for once. So I'm going to count this as a blessing that he was not the right person because he did not show up the way he was supposed to. And he's doing me a favor. And I know that in the end, but it sucks.
Who cares?
Over 50 and stood up for the 3rd time. Obviously, this woman is very upset, but then again, this is just the kind of world of dating they walk into when they leave their marriages or try to date seriously after a while. It's not the same dating landscape they once knew. Now, it's full of ghosting, superficial swiping, and players who are either chasing youth or not serious at all. These women often walk back into the dating pool thinking love is still waiting for them, only to realize the rules have changed, and not in their favor. The charm of real conversation has been replaced with unread messages and cancelled plans. The stability they once had may be gone, and now they find themselves competing in a space where their age is seen more as a disadvantage than a story of wisdom and experience. And unfortunately, many find out the hard way that the dating world isn't as welcoming as they hoped.
No husband, no kids, couple million in real estate, over 60, banding together with a bunch of other invisible women. Once you hit 60, you're invisible. We could take care of some shit. What's the worst that can happen? 3 hots in a cot? I never have to worry about cooking or cleaning a kitchen again. Hang out with a bunch of ladies in a prison somewhere. Is that really the worst thing that could happen? But in the meantime, a whole lot of shit could have gotten taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like that man that filmed his wife and his daughter, who's now in court. I think we need to form granny vigilantes.
Women in their 50s are seeing a lot more traffic on our dating profiles. Why is that? Is it because of the new fascination with younger guy, older women? Or is it because older women know what we want? If we want you in our lives, you'll be in our lives. It's pretty attractive to have a woman like that.
dating over 50, I'm going to tell you how you're going to get a guy to approach you out in the wild. This works every single time. So tonight I'm going out with one of my single girlfriends, and y'all are also always asking me like, where's a great place to go? So one of the times that I was out, I was at Bobby's, which is in Preston Hollow. They have a fun like restaurant bar. But here's what you're going to do, ladies, and this works every single time, okay? You are going to put your phone down, first of all, and you're going to just look around. And if you see somebody that you think is cute, then you're going to make eye contact with them. Not just one time, but several times. You're going to make eye contact with them. You're going to like smile softly. You're going to kind of like flirt with your eyes a little bit. And then when they look back, you're going to give them like a little soft smile, and then you're going to look away. And then maybe you do it again in like 5 or 10 minutes. And I did this exact thing, and about the 4th time that guy got up from his seat, he walked over, we had a 30-minute conversation at the bar, he bought me a drink, and then he asked for my number, and then we went on a date like a week later. It didn't work out with him. However, you know, there you go. That's a great way to meet a guy out in the wild. Because, I don't know about y'all, but you may be frustrated with the dating app, so that's a little tip.
Every woman says the same thing. Just make eye contact and he'll come over. That probably used to work, and yeah, it might still work here and there, but not like it used to. Why? Because the dating climate has changed. Men have been told over and over not to approach, not to be creepy, not to bother women in public. Meanwhile, many women are still sitting around waiting, too afraid to make the first move themselves. But here's the hard truth. They're going to have to. Especially if they want to stand out in a world where men are opting out of chasing altogether. Men are no longer throwing themselves at women like they used to. The risk isn't worth it. So if a woman sees a man she likes and does nothing but hope he magically reads her mind, she might be waiting forever. In today's world, silence isn't mysterious. It's missed opportunity.
Dating after a divorce. Let me save you so much time and energy, and we do not want to make the same mistake twice. Heal first, date second. We do not want to attract the same situation we just got out of. Keep your standards high. There's an amazing man out there that wants you just because you were married before. That does not mean anything. You're the prize. And have some fun. Honestly, the first guy you date after a divorce is probably not going to be your man, and that's okay. Make a list of your non-negotiables and what you're looking for in a partner.
I've unlocked a glorious achievement in life. I can go out in public and no longer be appraised by the male gaze. You know the one that like sends icky feelings up your spine and makes you feel like you're being looked at like a piece of discount beef at the butcher shop. That one, that doesn't happen to me anymore. I'm 41. It probably stopped about a year ago. So yeah, it's great.
Keep telling yourself that.
I'm just going to do a little video countdown on days each day until I turn 50, because I'm going to tell you, turning 50 is tough. As a woman, I feel we become invisible. The older we get, the more invisible we are. And saying 50, it doesn't matter if you've kept yourself up, if you take care of yourself, you're just old. You're no longer worthy in this society. But I've been working extra hard to be mindful and to like kind of pamper myself coming up to this. So I took a detox bath and I did a clay mask. So 12 days to 50.
Well, she's not wrong. Women who are 50 are more likely to be invisible in the dating world, and many of these women are sometimes afraid to get older, even though it's not something they can control. But it's just the reality. They watch as the world around them starts to shift, how compliments become rare, how attention fades, how they're no longer the ones being pursued, but often the ones being overlooked. It's not that they've lost their beauty, their value, or their ability to love. It's just that men are more attracted to youth. And for some women, that shift hits hard, because for so long they were admired, validated, and desired simply for their looks. Now they have to confront a world that doesn't see them the same way anymore. It's not fair, but it's real. And it forces many to either find new ways to be seen or accept a silence they never expected.
How to date at almost 50. Well, what you do is this. You go get the most ugliest pajamas at Walmart. You get a gallon of ice cream, some Doritos, and you lay in your bed. And you make sure you don't go on any dating apps, and you just stay single. How do you date when you're almost 50? You just don't date. You date yourself. That's it. There's no other answer. Everything that's out there are leftovers, people. They're leftovers. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. And this is coming to you from a professional counselor, by the way. I have a master's degree, bachelor's in psychology, master's degree in marriage and family. And I'm telling you, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
You know, it's a fucking trip. Life after divorce in your 50s. Most days I'm like, what am I even fucking doing? I was a stay-at-home mom and had no job for most of my married life, raised my children, homeschooled them. Now I'm an empty nester and divorced. Yeah, what am I doing?
It turns out I actually may be the problem. I've been on 3 dates with this guy, and he is perfect. He is a doctor. He is attractive. He is 6'4", and he likes me. And he's from the South, and he has this cute little accent, but he has all the same beliefs in me, and we agree on everything, and I am not into him at all. At all. Not even a little bit. Don't even care. Not even a little bit. 3 dates, and I was like, all right, I gotta cut this man off, because now it's like I can't keep leading him on, and I can't keep going through this. I don't like him. It might be me, because on paper, this man is everything. On paper, this man is perfect, and I am not into it. I'm just not. He's too nice. I don't know. I don't know. It may be me. I may be the problem. I think it's me.
I was totally on your side until the very end. Because you're self-aware, you seem to know what you want. You were not nitpicking some sort of thing that was giving you the ick. You gave it 3 dates. But look, you lost me. You lost me when you said that the man was too nice. Because that is the worst, most frustrating thing that you can say about a man. Especially when it's in a video that you're posting that a lot of men are going to see. Because that means that they can check all the boxes. They can even be super attractive, super tall. They can be successful. But if they're too nice, he's not going to get the girl. I implore women to stop using this phrase and actually label the behaviors that he is doing that is making you less attracted to him. Because nice guy to some people would include saying thank you or opening the door for you. Nice guy syndrome qualities that women have a problem with is where a guy doesn't stand up for himself. He lets everyone walk all over him. There is a difference between those two, and I just want men to hear that from more and more women, please.
Another one, huh? But at least she knows she's the problem. She went out with a man who checked every box. 6'4", a doctor, educated, stable. In her own words, he was perfect. They agreed on everything, shared the same beliefs, had similar values, even enjoyed the same hobbies. On paper, this should have been everything she claimed to want. But somehow, she just wasn't into him. And that's where the truth starts to surface. Because if a man who aligns with her emotionally, mentally, financially, and physically still isn't enough, then what exactly is she looking for? It's not compatibility she's chasing. It's a feeling, an emotional high, a spark that often fades quickly anyway. But that craving for butterflies over substance is what keeps many women endlessly swiping, rejecting men who could bring them peace and loyalty, all in hopes of some fairy tale thrill that may never come. And unfortunately, that kind of mindset leads to a cycle of missed opportunities and growing loneliness.
One thing that I found was really weird after I got divorced was I felt like I constantly was checking the apps on my phone. Like I was jumping from app to app to app to app to app. And I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but again, I like to share my experience, because I feel like when I was going through what I had to go through before I got divorced, I saw a lot of videos on the same topic and it made me feel not so alone. So if you just got divorced and you feel like you are on your phone and just jumping from app to app and you like don't even know what you're doing, I think it's normal. So yeah.
Okay, ladies, let's talk age parameters on the dating app. I'm getting such a kick out of all these guys in their 60s and their age parameter for what they want to date is 45 or 40 even to 55. I think to myself, why are they not looking for somebody their own age? And then I go and I laugh at the reasons I come up with. The truth is, these men are thinking...
Shout out to Cosmic Verse for the video. I'm going to leave the link to his channel down in the description. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Till next time, it's the Modern Man Experience. I'm out of here. Peace.